Hey, what's going on, guys? We are about to begin. It's Maui from Z100, and we're going to have Jack Gilinsky from Jack and Jack come into the show in just a minute here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask those questions, and we will definitely try to get to those questions to Jack as soon as possible. Plus, make sure you listen to Z100 Portland on iHeartRadio or on 100.3 FM if you're in the Portland area, because we pretty much have your chance of winning $1,000 12 times every weekday to help pay those bills. So make sure you check out z100portland.com. Also, of course, just listen to us on iHeartRadio for a chance to win $1,000 to help pay those bills. I know it's crazy times right now. Hope you guys are all doing safe. Washing your hands, social distancing is a great thing, of course. So be safe out there. But if you guys have any questions for Jack, we will try to answer them once he does come online. So just go ahead and ask away, whatever you guys want to do. I'll try to repost this video also later on z100portland.com, so that way we can replay this and watch it together over and over again. So thank you guys so much. I did see, before Jack does come on, and I know we got to kill some time here, some interesting things that I saw, at least on the news. Man, I'm a big Disney fan, if anyone knows. And I saw that there is going to be an analyst, a USB analyst, that said that Disneyland might not open up until January 1st, which for me, if anyone knows, is a horrible, horrible thing to see. I'm definitely missing the Disney parks, so hopefully it doesn't happen. I'll ask him if he's going to tour Oregon for sure. I know because of the whole quarantine and coronavirus, it looks like you never know. I also heard California might not have any concerts for the rest of the year, depending on how this whole thing happens. So let's just hope, pray together, and just be there together to hope that things get better for everyone, so we can see tours, so we can see concerts, so we can see Jack on tour. Hopefully he comes to the radio station. That would be fantastic, because his song "My Love" is amazing. I love the way they shot the film, the video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, so let's just hope we can ask those questions and a lot more together once he does jump on our live feed here. So just give me a moment. But scariest movie he's ever seen. Okay, I'll ask that too. I got a bunch of quarantine questions, because I know a lot of people are coming up with routines, daily routines that you have to keep. Well, here we go. Let's bring him up on board. Let's waiting for Jack. Hang on a second, guys. Uh, what
Hey,
what's going on, man?
not too much, man. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I had a photo shoot, if you can believe that, this morning.
A photo shoot in quarantine. Where was it, in the backyard?
It was literally all over our yard. Yeah, my sister was behind the camera, and we had this photographer on FaceTime, and so my mom was like holding the phone so he could see what my sister was shooting. But yeah, that was like, I started at 9 a.m. and now it's 1 p.m. So it went a little longer than we expected, but yeah, that's why I'm late. Sorry about that.
No problem at all. You're in LA right now, right?
I'm actually in Nebraska right now. So that's where I grew up and that's where I'm from. And I decided to come back here for quarantine.
Got it. That's
But I
fantastic.
do live in LA.
Okay, yeah, I know. I just heard, because on Twitter I saw there's a big, not a big, but there was an earthquake yesterday, and I don't
Oh,
know if it
really?
was just minor, but on Twitter people were like, earthquake, freaking out. But because we were in quarantine, they felt it a lot because everyone's at home. So I think a lot more
Yeah.
people were aware of it just because of being in quarantine. But I was curious.
Okay, I got to ask my friends because I have a couple buddies who are still out there just quarantining on their own. So I'm definitely going to ask them about that. I don't know. They sleep a lot, though, so maybe they didn't feel it.
Yeah. Well, man, I got to talk about it. Obviously, we're here to really push that new song, "Loving It." It's called "My Love." You dropped
Yeah.
the music video last week, I believe, like at midnight on Friday or Thursday or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that was unexpected. We did not expect to film a video all in quarantine and release it on the day of releasing the song. But I'm glad that we got a video piece with the audio, and it gives something for the fans to kind of look at and enjoy for a little bit. But I'm really looking forward to shooting, like, I want to shoot like a really high budget video for My Love, because I feel like the song really
Yeah.
deserves that. And especially now that I see after the first 5 days how much traction it has and how many plays on Spotify and Apple Music it has and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely looking forward to filming a real video. But that's the quarantine version right now that you can watch on YouTube.
Yeah, I love it. So like, what was like the planning behind it? Like, oh, the record labels, all management were like, hey, we got to shoot this video. We want to put it out, but we're in quarantine, so we're gonna do it. Like, you're gonna have to do it yourself, or have one person hold up your phone and record it. Like, how did that whole like conversation happen to execute this big video for your solo debut?
I know, right? It's like totally not the big video that I imagined it would be.
Yeah,
But I'm fully happy with it. I think it turned out great. And the conversation went a little like this. You know, it was my creative director who initially thought of the idea, like, hey, maybe we should shoot a video in quarantine, because before I came home on March 16th, we were completely planning on shooting this whole video on March 27th in LA, and we had this whole budget, and we were going to spend a lot of money and make it amazing and stuff. So we were like, okay, we need to shoot a video, but obviously under these circumstances, what are we going to do? And so we came up with the idea of, I'll film myself for a
yeah,
majority of the video, and I'll hit my buddy up. I hit my buddy Josh up, and he was able to come over here. He had been self-isolating for like 2 weeks before I saw him, and he was able to film a lot of the other stuff with me. And it's really funny that like during the bathtub shots and stuff like that, that was just like funny as hell, because it's like my best friend shooting me, and I'm like trying to be like a little bit seductive or like sexy or whatever the vibe is, and that it was just like I was holding back my laughs and my smile on the inside when my buddy was shooting me for that stuff.
no, I gotta imagine you had probably a bunch of bloopers to
Oh
save
my God.
for
I
that
mean,
video.
we literally had maybe 3 hours worth of footage, and it's a 2-minute music video. So literally we had so much extra footage that did not go into it. So it's a memory to look back on, like this is what I did when I was self-quarantining.
Yeah. Now I read or I saw a video that you guys talked about that you made this song just about a year ago, July of last year. You came up with the
Yeah.
song. It took about 2 hours to basically write and produce, and now you're releasing it. Is there like a timeline that you're waiting for to release this song? Because it was done like so long ago.
Yeah, so there was so many complications with this release, because not only was it just my first solo release, but I was not leaving, but I was parting ways, temporarily with my group, Jack and Jack. And so we had to figure out, me and Johnson had to figure out, the other Jack, how to tell our fans. And I feel like that took us a lot longer than we anticipated. And we left a lot of our fans in the dark for quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
But that was because we wanted to figure out the best way to do that. And that we wanted to be respectful about it, because I know it means a lot to a lot of these day one fans. They want to see us succeed, but they also want us to stay together. And so we talked a lot. We literally talked for months and months about this. And I guess, it really just came down to what, I don't know, when I was ready to have the right song out, I was going to put out that song. And so finally, when I decided on My Love, which I probably decided in December that would be the song. So maybe like 5 months after we made it, which is still a lot of time. But then it took another 5 months to get it out, because just with like, the labels, and everybody has different releases and stuff, I wanted to make sure everyone was ready to go. And I had
Yeah.
a full vision of everybody on the backside of everything, behind the scenes, the label and my manager and everybody. So we decided that March was going to be the time to release it. And then when March came around, all of this crazy pandemic, coronavirus, started going around, and we started taking it really seriously in America. And so we
Yeah.
pushed it back. We pushed it back to April 17th, and that's actually the date that it ended up coming out. But we did not expect it to come out in these circumstances. So yeah, but I could have waited. I could have waited and done, like I said, the big budget video, and I could have had a whole huge release. But I just didn't want to wait anymore. I was kind of cooped up in quarantine. I was like, I'm ready to work. Like, I want to get to work. I want to be doing stuff like this. I want to be talking to people. I want to get my name and my song out there. And so, yeah, I couldn't make the fans wait any longer. And that's why I decided to put it all out while we were in this pandemic.
Yeah, I mean that song, I love the song, feel good vibes, and that's what I think a lot of people need, especially, a lot of anxiety's happening. A lot of people are
Yeah.
quarantined, being stuck at home, and positive news is something we need, let alone good feel music or something that kind of takes our mind away from the pandemic and being, self-isolated. And,
Yeah.
your song's among it to really inspire people and to just put a smile on people's faces too, which is great. So
I
appreciate you for
appreciate
that,
that.
man.
And that's something that I was, observing while I was in quarantine for the first few weeks when the song wasn't out. I was like, man, I'm so grateful for these artists that are putting songs out now, even though numbers, maybe streaming is down a little bit or whatever it is. But it's awesome when these artists take risk and put stuff out because the consumers want to hear more stuff. We want to connect, we want to feel good. Everybody, there's a lot of anxiety, like you're saying. People are cooped
Yeah.
up, and so anything to get people's minds off of those kind of sad, depressing thoughts is what I want to do. And so I was like, yo, I want to be one of those artists that has music out right now, so you can listen and think about something else instead of the craziness that's happening and unfolding across the entire world. Sorry, I'm tripping on my words.
So I gotta know, the brand new song "My Love" out now, YouTube, check it out. The video's awesome. In quarantine edition, like you mentioned. So like, what's next for you? I mean, let's say this whole thing's over in a couple weeks. Like, let's pray for the best. Like, are you thinking of a full album release, an EP? Are you like, what's after this song?
Definitely. I have my sights set on a full album release, or at least let's call it a project. Yeah, like you said, an EP or an album, whatever it ends up being. I want to put a full body of work out because I want my fans now and new potential fans to have something to hold on to and to listen to and to really digest on their own time. But as far as the near future, I believe that we will be releasing at least one or two more singles before any sort of project comes out, because I want to get a little bit more buzz around my name in the music industry, and I want people to start paying attention to me as a legit musical act, and so I feel like to do that you have to have a little bit more of an extensive catalog of music. And right now it's funny, you just go to my Spotify, and if you don't know who I am, you click on my song and you're like, okay, this is his only song. Like, how are there are these numbers already and stuff. So
Yeah.
I want people to fully understand where I came from and where I'm going, and how those two things kind of meet in the middle. And so I want to put out as much music as I can in 2020, and I believe I will put out, at least 5 more songs this year, whether that be
Yeah.
in group or as singles. I'm really excited to get this next single out, though. That's one of the songs that I'm most excited about.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I was watching some YouTube comments, and some person was like, "It's so difficult to type Jack Gilinsky instead of just Jack and Jack,"
I
So
get
I
that
can
same
understand.
comment. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy. I can only imagine as a fan how weird it feels, but even I hope they know, even for me, it is so weird. I've always told my grandparents or my friends' parents or my parents' friends who come over and they're like, "What do you do?" And I tell them about what I do, and now I'm just saying, "Oh, like I make music." But I don't actually mention like, "Oh, I'm in this group, and here's how you look us up, and here's all this stuff that we've done," because I haven't done anything yet on my own. So it's an interesting change, and I totally get it for the fans who are kind of taking a minute to warm up to it.
got it, man. Well, we got some questions from some fans that we took on Instagram and Twitter earlier, and I just want to run down the pretty quick questions. So,
Yeah,
won't get too personal because I know a lot of questions are asking the same question, which I know you've been asked a million times. But speaking of being in quarantine, a lot of daily routines are changing, but you're getting used to the same thing. Like I'm going on like 2 walks a day now.
me
I still
too.
go. So, like, what's something new that you picked up besides maybe that is now in your daily routine that you didn't do before? Whether it's like picking up cooking now or baking, which a lot of
Yeah,
people are doing.
yeah. So I know I have 2 older sisters and a mom, and they are baking like crazy. So that's actually something that I'm not so much a fan of, because I love sweets so much, but I try not to eat that much. So it's tough because I want to go eat these brownies right now, but it's like 1 p.m. It's no time for a brownie. But
Yeah,
personally, like you said, I have a little puppy, and his name's Cub, and we take him for a walk at least once a day, at least. Like, but he's trying to go like 3 times a day. So sometimes I'll take him out alone. I've been going on runs, which I never used to run, and I find that I'm actually losing too much weight. I need to stop running because I'm like just like I'm losing all of my body mass. So that's not very good. But also a huge thing for me is guitar. I've been picking up guitar like crazy,
nice, fantastic.
or play
Um,
this song,
mhm.
and I've just been kind of messing around on my own, just like trying to learn new songs on guitar and piano. And so that's been something that's really fun for me that I didn't do that much before this quarantine.
So what about after quarantine? What's the first thing you want to do when it's all done and set? Go to a movie theater, just hang out with a group of friends at a bar, like, or anything?
Yeah, no, that's definitely, you nailed it. I love movies. I'm a big movie guy, and I haven't seen a movie in a movie theater in like 6 months, even though this quarantine's only been a couple months now. So that's one. Another, definitely just like having some drinks with my guys. I haven't seen the guys in so long, and I just want to catch up and get loose, and just hang out and have a good time. As simple as like, I don't know, like going to the beach when I get back to LA,
Yeah.
coming from Nebraska, it's such a different environment over there. So going to public places, I'm a big park guy, or a national park place. So like I love hiking, and I love like throwing the frisbee or the football or playing soccer. So any of these sports that we can play, like I'm really looking forward to just convening in a social area, with a bunch of my friends. That's the goal.
Nice. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with you on that one, man. I'm a big movie buff, so if I can go to any movie, even on like a big screen TV, it's still not the same being, immersed into a theater, especially you got the movie theater popcorn. I mean, it's like my vice.
I like, me and my friends, we love the movie theater. And there's something, we've always had this conversation now that there's all these streaming services and the TVs are so nice nowadays that you can buy from Best Buy. Like, are the movies going to go out of style? But I really don't think that'll ever happen, because there's this certain feeling that you get when you are, at a movie theater. Popcorn. Sorry, I don't know if we're having difficulty connecting. I keep getting this like error coming on my phone.
Oh,
But
you came back though. It's all good.
okay, good. Yeah, so I love the movie theater. I love going to get candy. I'm a sour Skittles guy, maybe
Oh
like
yeah.
a M&M guy. So those are my two things.
All right, man. I gotta ask you, do you bring in your own candy though? Come
Okay,
on, come
listen.
on. We all
Sometimes,
do. We all
at
do.
Walgreens, it's like literally maybe a quarter of the price. So yes, I will say I sneak in candy every now and then. I always bring a water. That's one thing I always do. I always have my
Oh
bottle
yeah,
with me.
that's legit. Yeah, that's fine.
Always bring in the water. So those are my yeah. I'll own up to that.
Got it, man. Well, I'm with you on that one, man. I appreciate your time so much. Loving your song, My Love, out right now on YouTube. Make sure you download it if you guys haven't done it already. Check out Spotify. Jack Gilinsky of Jack and Jack, that's his name. If you're having trouble finding him, of course. And man, the Quarantine Edition music video, I love it. I think it's great no matter what. So I know you're looking forward to doing a bigger production, but I think it's spot on, especially now at time. That's something to look back on and just be proud of. And it's put together pretty well. The editing, how it keeps going back and forth between all you guys in the video. I mean, it must have taken a lot of time for whoever edited it.
Oh yeah, it took a few days to just edit after the footage was shot, but I really appreciate the sweet things you said, man. And yes, go check out My Love, everybody. It's something I'm extremely proud of, and I cannot wait to. Hold on, my dog's right here. Do you mind if my dog says hi?
Yes, actually, we got some comments asking where your puppy was, and I don't want to say anything yet because I figured, yeah, there we go.
He is. Here he is. Come here, buddy. Can you see him? Look, right here. No, he can't. Dogs like never look at the screen. He's like freaking out. My door's closed right now.
Yeah, this area, Portland, Oregon, where we're at, man, is a big dog town, and anytime you put up dog videos or dog memes or sometimes any animal videos, people just go crazy. So this is what I think everyone's been waiting for this whole interview. Thanks for waiting 8 minutes, guys. You finally get to see the dog.
Look at him, buddy. Come here. He's so bad. He's so distracted. Yeah,
That's
if you
funny.
whistle something, he'll look at you. I swear.
I can't whistle. Now I'm under pressure. I can't do it. That's funny.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, but thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate coming on here and being able to talk to you guys and all the Portlanders, if that's how you say it, who are checking me out for the first time. I hope you enjoy what you see.
Great, man. Appreciate it so much. Again, Jack Gilinsky of Jack and Jack. My Love, the music video is out now on YouTube. Check it out. Thank you, Jack, man. Appreciate you so much for your time. And be safe out there.
Thank you so much. Stay safe. Stay healthy, man. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you.
You too.
Whew. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I think on Friday we're going to be doing another interview with Bozzy. It's going to be on Zoom, so check out z100portland.com. Follow our Instagram still. Later today, I believe we'll be posting information about how you can actually join in on a video conference call with Bozzy.